again. Okay. Hmm. I'm sure I'm gonna have to do a fudge ton of changes, but we're gonna try it. Okay. So before I go crazy, I hope I saved it. Let me save it just to make sure. Oops. Overwrite, and then let me just look at these cards and then kind of think about it. I don't remember if I shuffled it. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. So let's see how we do this. So let's just say yellow has a 3 here. And then it's their turn. They have to play on the highest one. And if they played a 2, that would give them. Okay, so let's say we want to attack a different one, or. Okay, so I know how the sad face would work. The sad face would work by placing this, and every adjacent one of a color would get a sad face. Um, this one, the 3, would be by placing a 3, you would get for when you place a 3, each adjacent one of the same color would get one of these. So in this case, if I place a 3 here, blue would get a +1 or -1. So let's say they did that, and then yellow would get 1. If they place it here, only blue. So if they set it up where they put a 3 here with nothing happen, then another 3 here. When they place this 3, it affects these two, then they would get that. So that's cool. So this one could work. Okay, placing this one here would mean destroy an adjacent one. So they could remove like that one. Okay, that one could work. This one. Same thing. When they place one here, that is +1 for blue, +1 for white here. So like +1 for blue would be bam, +1, bam. Okay, so yeah, that could work. This one I don't know. We'll get back to it. This one gets to make and advance the last one. So in this case, I'd advance this one. This one always advances the one that's the furthest this way. Okay. That one makes sense. Okay. These two. By placing it here, one sad face, two sad faces. Or one sad face for blue, one sad face for yellow. I guess it could work. It could be fucking harsh as shit. This one. +1. Okay, this one would be plus a 3. So we look here in the 3 row. Yellow doesn't have any, or does blue have any? It would spawn ones that are that size. So yeah, they could all work. So we'll play it out. Alright, we'll try it. What time it is? What time is it? If you reach your sad faces here, it restricts your placements. Where if you can't take a sad face, you can't place, and so you might be run out of rounds or turns early. That might be too harsh. We'll figure it out. What the reaching the max of sad faces is, or that might just be the danger. It has a lot more teeth than it did before. Okay. Flip this over. Okay, so that's what it looks like. One is the one that moves, so that kind of sucks. Then we'll go persona card, shuffle, shuffle, purple, red. Purple here, goes here. And then we'll go ahead and do the red one here, because make sure, yeah, purple. Oh, it's not 3, it's 2. Then here we go 2. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot what I wanted to do here. Ah. All right, game. Here. We'll go ahead and go back to there. Okay, so let's add a new thing, a new bonus. Go here. Let's go down to here. Okay, so there's 2 things. Let's see what. Now we can change that later. So right now, let's move this over here. Let's add another row. We can just copy this row here. Copy that row. Oops, let's make these white. We need an octagon. Make that 8 sides. Give it a black outline. Put that here. We'll go here because this one means you can do any of them. If you can trigger that, if you figure out how to trigger this, you can do any of them. That's pretty fucking sweet. And then we'll do this. That. Let's go here. We'll group it. And then we'll move this here. And then copy it. Oops. Do that. Let's do an alignment. Line it like that. Then here we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. We'll just do it like that. that. And then we'll move this and we'll do these. X, X, X. Do like that. And then can't save it like that. Save. Replace this. Oh, I didn't already do this part, so do this part. I'm pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. Oh crap. I didn't know somebody was chatting. Let me figure out. Let's see. Can I chat? How the hell do you chat? Where's the chat thing? Pop that thing out. Cool. What up? Who's Diggs, by the way, 7, I wonder. Alright, so let's go back here. Save that. Go back here. Pick this. Cloud, upload, import, update. Sweet. Okay, then we'll save it. Save. Here, overwrite. Alright, let's play it. Okay, so there's that. There's this stuff. There. Okay, so let's do the persona things. Hopefully I remember what they do. I'm gonna have to write them down. Oops. That goes there. And this goes here. Purple 2. And then let's go ahead and do this other one. Maybe they didn't get purple. Red 2. And flip, flip, flip choices. They'll choose this one, which is 2 purple here. Get rid of that, and that gives us a book as well. There's what our starting thing looks like. This starts here, and then let's try to figure it out. All right, so if they go red, oh, it affects other things that are there, but we can play them in whatever order. So we're going to be playing 2. Ideally, the one that we like is this one. In order to make that happen, we need to, oh no. In order to make that happen, we need to do a 5. So we'd have to play 2 5s. So a green and a red could do that. that would trigger that. So let's do that. So we can do a yellow, and either one of these is yellow. We'll do this one with the book. All right, so that's going to take a yellow and a green. I mean a green and a blue. So yellow, that takes these two, right? Okay, so it takes these. I don't have room. These are going to come in. I need to put like a hopper area, so we'll just make this hopper area so it's not so confusing. Put one here, one here. These are the ones we're using, which are from this area, and that is 2 5s. Here are the 5s. We'll do that and that. Okay, so I didn't place in that first row, so that is going to be -1 for not playing in the current week, or sad face for not playing in the current week. Okay, so the effects of these things. So 5 will affect the other one. Like I played this one, let's say first, then I played this one second. Then I've got to do this thing +1 of anything in this of here. So we'll do another book. Boom. All right. These come back. And what is the first one? The first one destroys one. So what we'll do here is we'll do that there, which is going to trigger this, which destroys one of these. So we'll get rid of that 5. And then this one could trigger the 2, which would be to add 1 to this row, which would trigger any one. So yeah, so we'll do that, which triggers this row. And that one lets me do any one of these that I want. So I could do basically 3 twice. Yeah, this is way too freaking confusing by doing these bottom things, because of these freaking 3 and 4s. It was a cool idea. Maybe I can modify it. So this one went here to 1, which triggered this, which is destroyed that. This one, this 2, is doing this one, which is +1 in either one of these rows. Oh, no, it pluses 1 into the current front row. So maybe not. Okay, so it would +1 in this row. Let's get an equal. So we got an equal token. All right. Let's see, that was that. All right, so this player needs to go. They draw the 3 cards. This is kind of sweet. So they'll take that one, which is 2 reds at -1. So this actually gives them these 2, and a green at -1, which is there. Oh, they did this. So they got him that, and then a check mark here. And then that's that. Okay. They've got this done there. If they want to do this one, they need a purple in 2 colors. If they did a purple in 5. Oh, I forgot to put the gray cube here. Okay. What do they want here? Let's get this. To get that, it's going to take a purple and 2 of any color. We want to do this as well, so we could do purple. And purple is a 5. So we know we're going to do a 5. And then we're going to do a green, which is also 5. And we're going to also spin this to get that other another green. Doesn't need to be, it's not this token, it's this token. And that's used. So it's these 3. You know what I never did? I never did this thing. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Probably too much. Alright, that was there. Okay, so if I want to take this to here, oops, lock that shit down. If I want to take this to here, it's going to take a purple and 2 of any color, and I'm going to take these 2 green. So we'll do that, which is this thing. With that thing, will allow us to put a check mark, a yellow check mark here, which will get us this. And we'll not use the day off token. Oh, it's not this color 5s, it's yellow 5s. We'll put a 5 here. And a yellow 5 here. That sucks. To make this work, it needs to go like that. Which means I'd get 2 -1s to do that. I mean, I would get, 2 sad faces to do that. The way the 5 works, which is here, I would get a 5. I get to pick a 5, and we're going to pick a purple. We'll do that. And, or I could do a coin or a book. Let's do a book. And not do the purple. Okay? And that's 2 sad faces. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of work to get this to work right. Then it's their turn. Do they want this one? This will take a red and a purple. The 2 is not bad because it would duplicate. Oh, before I do that, let's go over here and do these things. 1. See, the timing's fucked up. They'll remove this one. Then, let's say if they did the 2 duplicates on this one, which would give them, that doesn't really work. Because duplicating 1 in here makes it where, it's just like going to the place. So it doesn't make any sense. So we won't do that. We got to fix that eventually. So that doesn't make sense. We'll just go here and get one of these tokens, and then go here, and we'll make a purple, a red go this way 1. Yep. Okay. Here, it's their turn. Yeah, this is dumb right here. I gotta fix that. Let's see. Well, that's easy. We'll just put it +2 to do the other 2. So they get 2 of the other things. But yeah, we'll fix that. Do they want to do this? It costs a purple, 2 purples. So a 2 would be this. See, it doesn't work for this thing, but it works for that thing. So I have to figure that out. This bottom thing might be just a mistake in general. I could do the X every once in a while, and then you just pick one of these. But yeah, this bottom thing is not working. Okay, so a 2 would allow them to turn a purple into a blue into a green. Or a blue into a purple. So that's kind of cool. So we could go. You will use this 2. We're going to end up using a 2, and we're going to use a 6. Okay, so the 6 is pretty cool because it pluses 1 minus 1, except that it's big and it'll give us sad faces. So what we'll do here, so we'll put this 2 here. By putting down the 2, that'll give us +1 here, which will go here and turn one of these purple. I think that was the right place. Or no, it was right here, I think. Then the 6, which will place here, which will give 3 sad faces. And when we place the 6, that'll allow us to forward or minus, so we'll go forward with the purple. Actually, what we need to do is move this here. Oh, that doesn't actually work. It's this thing. Damn it. What we should have done is just kept this one purple. Keep it blue. And move this over. Cool. So by placing this 6, yeah, I need to freaking write down what those things do so I'm not like confused, and so they're consistent, so that I know what I'm actually doing. Anyway, so that was taking it to here, and that would be this thing, and they would gain that. It's still their turns. They would do this to get the book, or they've already placed in that side, so they're fine. So they'll place this one here to get the book. Oops. Place this one here to get the book, and six was that, 2 is that. There's nothing really can happen in 2, so we'll just place 1 and not change anything. That move that forward. Here would be blue gets 2 victory points. Yellow would get 1. Yeah, I think I took something that worked sort of, and now I've made it where it doesn't really work all that great. I mean, mechanically, it is doing stuff, but it's not exciting to me. But that also could be that I've had too many energy drinks today. Let's see. So if we're over here, this is what it looks like. They got a crap ton of red. Oh, let's fix this. What does 3 do? 3 moves 1 up. So we'd go here, and we'd move this here, and we would go here and use our equal thing, and then we could move this here, and then hopefully use those blues. I think we can. Okay, here, let's say they want this one. Which orange is here, so it'd be 2 greens. I don't have 2 greens, so I can't make this one happen. I have 5. How many greens do I have? None. I can't do this. Oh, I've got 1 green. Green and red and green and blue. Green and red's been used, so green and blue, this is all I can do, which is this one. Let's see. To do this, these 2, so it's a 6. And a 5. It's these 2, 6 and a 5. To make that work, I can't put a 5 here. So let's say it costs 2 sad faces to go across. So if I did this, that would be 2, 3, 4, 5. But I could place this, so it's only 5 instead of 6. It would be 3, 4, 5. 5 to do that. I paste that there. These are gone. And it's also a book. And then that does this thing. Which would be a check mark there. Okay, so then they would, let me go ahead and do these bonuses. If they did this, they would have to sacrifice one of those, or they could do this with change one with no. So they'll do make a gray, which goes here, and then they get to go here. Do they want to change that out? No, they don't. They'll put here for -1, or do that, and that could allow this one to go here. That could allow this gray one to go here and go smaller. Cool. Okay, so it's their turn. They have 2 blues and a gray. If they wanted to do this, they need a purple, which they could do here. So this would be the purple. And then 2 4s. So they put this 4 here, and they'll use that 4 to add a sad face to yellow. and then another 4 which goes here. There's purple, 2 of those, and that gets to do this thing, which gives them that. That moves these here and a purple. Okay, I'm seeing visions of greatness, but not necessarily all of it's great. So they, for doing that, was 2 sad faces. I don't know if I already did that. Okay, and then they would do these. They're going to do an exchange. They're going to exchange this one for... Where is the... I can't find them. For a book. Okay. And then... Oh, they did do these, which is 2 books. Okay. And... Unfortunately, they could only do these 2 next turn, but this other person, if they can do a 2 and then that, which they can, and block it where the other person can't get their bonuses. Because they just got this one, they can't do anything with it. Oh, they're still going. So they'll get a, no, they'll advance gray, which goes here. And then this purple one will get them. They'll do this for a light bulb. Okay. Then here, they want to cover up these to end the round. Okay, so they need 2. They could do day off in that, or they can do red. Okay, here it would take 2 purple. They only have 1 purple. They could try to stall it. Do they have a 5? No. If they did this in this row and triggered the 5, the 5 duplicates. Oh, I gotta figure that shit out. These are way confusing. I'm getting the handle of it. Okay, so they're gonna do this, which is another one of these, and they're gonna take their T off here. Then that puts them here. And they'll draw, they'll play a red 1, which allow them to destroy 1. Then they could play this one, which would be, they need a freaking purple. So to do that, they need a 5. So I need to take note of all of that, how to make shit like that happen. Oh, I kept on forgetting about this one is given. This is difficult. Okay, these need to be better. My rules on how placing these in these calendars needs to be clearer. Let me kind of do that again. So let's go back to the beginning. Okay, so we're gonna make these things activate only themselves, and we're gonna make them better. Okay, so let's say they need to attack other ones. So like this one, there's not another one, so it couldn't attack it. But let's say if there was. So like the first player sucks because they don't really have any person to attack. So let's say if that's there, and let's do this movement one. Or let's say they place one there. Okay, placing this affects, if we say it affects the other ones, so by placing it near a blue, by placing a, we're giving them a +1. Okay, so this one, let me see. If they're there, and I were to place here, that means that that 3, when I place it, that's when this triggers. When I place this 3, this that gives this player a +1/+1 here. So that one is a good one. That's the one you'd want to do on yourself. But if there's a situation, so let's say this is the situation, and they go here, this, or let's say it's like this. They place here. The yellow player gets 2 of these, and the blue player gets 1. This one doesn't count. It doesn't count itself, so that's what that would do. When you're placing, so let's say you have a 4 and a, like, you're gonna do it, and it costs, let's say, a 4 and a 5. What are the rules for placing? We don't want to be too hard. Is they can be played in any order, but they must go in the first slot that they're available to go in, and if they're equal, then they can go, like in this case, that can be done like that. If let's say this is the case. So you try to place both of them as highly as you can, so or as close to the top as you can. So like that would be these two. Okay, so if somehow this was true, this player had these two they were going to play. So first they put the cubes, and then they get their segments and they place them over here, and they get their cubes over here in the hopper, and then they're going to place these over here. When they place these over here, this 4 and this 5 have to go in a way that they would be the highest it can possibly be, and that would be like that. Or they could place it like that if they want the 3 negatives, the 3 side pieces. And let's just say it's always like that. You don't have a choice. So let's say I'm the yellow player, and I know how it's played. Well, why do you want them to go lower to the bottom if you don't? If you can't make them lose happy faces. So I guess you would have to. So ideally, you put a day off here, which means you placed in there, so you don't get -1. So let's say, you need to play these two, and by placing them, it doesn't matter which one because they both don't change anything. They both play the highest that it can be possibly played. The problem here is that you have a row that you did not play in that's higher. So that would be -1 for not being able to play in the row. But if you played your day off, you played in the row. So what if they did that. Then next player. Or let's say they did this. Okay. Okay, so that's the thing, and then they don't take any sad faces. They would go, and let's say if this is what they had, they could go day off here, and then let's say they were going to play their 3, and they played their 3 here, and a 4. There's a row they could have placed in, and they missed it, so that would be -1. If they couldn't, that would be -2 because they couldn't play. They didn't play in the row. Maybe. I don't know. I really need to figure that out before I figure out what the cards do. Is how these things can be placed in there. Let's just do if it can be placed anywhere. Except for one rule, that must be placed to the leftmost. And these cards might affect it later, so we'll figure that out. So like if I could do that, and let's say I did that. Okay, next player has a 3 and a 4, so they decide to go that, and then that. Then the next player goes, and they got let's say they don't have a 3, they have a 4, and they can't play it here. Maybe they get minuses for going into the next section. Okay, so the only minuses you get is for being forced to play in the next month without playing in the current month. You can play in the current month, and that allows you to play in the second month. But if you don't play in the first month and you play in the second month, then you get -2 points. So if I were to go here and there, that's -2 points for playing in the non-current month. So let me go, and let's say I go here. I want 3 sad faces there, and then I place this here. Then they go and they play here, then they play here, and then blue goes, and blue has a 3 and a 2, and then the next player goes and they have to play 2 4s. Well, they're forced here, and that's -2 points for being forced into the next month. Then we go back to the first player, and if they might be forced into, these should be yellow. Bam, bam. Let's say they do that. Okay, then the next player goes, and are they forced into the next month? If they had a 4, they would be. They would be forced to go here, and here they would also lose 2 points. If they took a day off, so let's say they used their day off token, where is that? And they played into this month, and then they could play into the other month for free. And then they would go. And in this case, they might be forced to go into this month. If they're forced to go into this month, it's two for going into this month. Oops. Get rid of it. All right, 2 for going into this month. Another 2 for going to this month, because this is the current month. It has days off in it. So what if it's like completely shitty? It's like 5. Well, no, that's too much. I could probably change how bad these are, because they're like -3, and then this is -4. I could change how bad these are so they're not so bad. So maybe it's like, again, back to 1 and 2, and then crossing over here is 3. Let's hypothetically look at that. Let's go back to, let's just load it. Okay, here's what we're looking at. Remember, this is 1, that's 2. To cross over into a new month, it is 3. And just to do it random, let's get a die. Oops. We'll get 3 dice. And we'll just say those are the 3 colors. Okay, so they've got to play a 6, a 4, and a 3. So that's what they have to play, right? And then yellow, they don't know. So as long as they play in the current month, they can play in the next month. But they decide to play that. They have to play a 6. And they do that, and then they play a 4. Like that. That would give them 3 sad faces. Okay, so then the next player, yellow, rolls. And they have 5s. They have 3 5s they have to play. As long as they play in the current month, they're good. So they play like that, and then like that. Okay, blue goes. They actually get 2 1s and a 2. So they go bam. And then they do that. And then they do that. Okay. Then the second player, yellow, has to go. 6 3 and a 2. 6 3 and a 2. So they would do their 6 there. Another -1. They can play in the next one because they played in the current one. So let's say they do that. Okay. Then blue goes. Oops. A 6, a 2, and a 3. They got to play in the current month. So they'll do a 2. Actually, they'll do a 3. They'll play this 2 here. Actually, they'll play the 2 here. They'll take 1 there. Okay, so next player's turn. Oops. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. I gotta figure out what to do with them. I might need to chill out and think about it. guess I'm going to probably stop there, and then we'll go from there. We'll figure it out. I need to work on what these things do big time. Anyway, how do you turn this damn thing off?